Are you planning to visit Tanzania and you don't know where you are supposed to start from? Just stick around and you will know what you need to do or what you need to have to allow easier movement from Kenya to Tanzania. Well, my name is Ivy. Welcome to my channel. Kindly subscribe if you're new here and watch through the end. I believe you're going to learn something. So if you want to move from Kenya to Tanzania, or if you're in Nairobi and you want to go to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, there are some things that you need to have to allow easier movement from Kenya to Tanzania. So first of all, if you want to move from Nairobi, Kenya to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, apart from transport cost, there are other things. So the transport cost is 5,000 from Nairobi, Kenya to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. So if you're planning for to and fro Nairobi, then it will be 5,000 from Nairobi to Tanzania, then 5,000 from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania to Nairobi, Kenya. That is for transport. So you are supposed to plan for 10,000 Kenya shillings if you're planning to go to and fro, if it's a one-day event, if you're not planning to go for accommodation or any other thing. Maybe if it's a company event, the company should plan at least 10,000 for transport. If you're using public means, that is if you're booking the vehicles that are going to Dar es Salaam from Tanzania. From Kenya, that is Nairobi, Kenya to Tanzania, the transport cost is 5,000. Then, so at the immigration, the place that will experience difficulties moving from Kenya to Tanzania are at the immigration. So the only thing that you need at the immigration are only two things. One, you need a passport. Whether you have the official passport or a temporary passport. The temporary passport it expires within a period of 1 year, and the actual passport, whether it's 50 pages or 34 pages, expires within a period of 10 years. So if you're just planning to go to Tanzania, you're not planning to go out country, you're not planning to go outside Africa, then you can just opt for a temporary passport. But if you have a passport, an original passport, well, the other passport takes long to be processed. It can take like 2 months. Mine took 2 months to be processed. I have a passport. I've never applied for a temporary passport, so I have no idea how many times you're supposed to use it. But if you're just planning to go to Tanzania, then you can pay for the temporary passport. Processing only takes 1 day. I even think it's hours, or immediately after paying for the passport, the temporary passport, you get it. Then you go and print the papers at the cyber. So you're supposed to have the documents. While at the immigration, you need to have the hard copies. You present the hard copies at the immigration. If you have an original passport, then you're good to go. But if you have a temporary passport, you need to have the passport itself, the temporary passport itself, and then a copy, hard copy of a document that shows that you had paid, a hard copy of your payment that shows that you had paid for the temporary passport. So you need to print all the two before you get at the immigration, because I realized that while we are traveling, some other could not have they had the passport but they didn't have the uh, copy that showed that they had paid for the passport, so they had to go and print. And cyber charges at the immigration are so much expensive. So if you are planning to go outside Kenya or in Tanzania and you have temporary passport, kindly print the two documents, your payment record and the passport itself. Then another thing that you need apart from passport, you need to have yellow fever certificate. So if you don't have a yellow fever certificate, go do have a vaccination for yellow fever, then you'll be given yellow fever certificate. Mostly, if you have if you don't have a passport, I'm talking for those who don't have a passport. If you are planning to go with a temporary passport, it's usually it was usually 1,000, but I heard that the price had gone up, so just plan for 2,000 for the temporary passport, and then for yellow fever also 2,000. So then you won't experience problem at the immigration. It will be easier for you to move from Kenya to Tanzania if you have only the two things, that is passport and yellow fever certificate are the only thing that you need at the immigration to allow easier movement from Kenya to Tanzania. Then if you have all the documents, if you have a passport and if you have a yellow fever certificate, then you're good to go. You're good to move from Kenya to Tanzania, from Tanzania to Kenya. That is any border. Maybe it's the border from Namanga, or the other side is the Loitoktok way. I don't remember the name, but the common one is Namanga border. So it will be easier for you to move from Kenya to Tanzania if you have those two things. That is passport and then yellow fever certificate are the only thing that you need for you to move from Kenya to Tanzania or from Kenya to Uganda if you're planning to go to Uganda.